Hello, everyone. Well, I hope this finds you all as well at home. And we decided to put this Tai Chi so that you can do this at home. Obviously, it's a good idea to move. Otherwise, you become like a rusty bicycle. If you don't use the bicycle and it becomes rusty, then you decide you're going to move it, then it gets squeaky and the chain falls off and it just doesn't work. So we need to move on our body. And during this course, we're going to be stressing a lot on breathing. I know that sounds strange, but in Tai Chi, one of the more tough things to do in Tai Chi, which you can't see, is learning to breathe. And we want to breathe in and out through the nose. So our mouth is closed. So you put your tongue to the top of your mouth, breathe in through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Okay, breathe in, exhale through the nose. Now, for some of you that maybe have some breathing difficulty, don't force your body and go into a panic breath. But you do want to strive, do a few, and eventually the body will figure out that you'll still get oxygen through the nose. The reason for that is because it's more of a direct line to the lungs, okay? But we somewhere along the line, we have breathing in and out through the mouth and coming through the mouth. We kind of analyze and say the mouth is a bigger spot, so that's how we're going to get more air or more oxygen. But it's the opposite. This is more of a direct line. So I'm going to stress a lot on breathing. And why? Because that helps the lungs, it strengthens the lungs, and we all know that this particular virus, one of the organs it attacks is our lungs or our breathing apparatus. So very, very important to breathe properly. Okay, so remember to breathe in and exhale through the nose. Okay, then position of our weight of our body. Okay, we know that Tai Chi helps in balance and all that. So, and as we mature, we don't use the word old here. As we mature, we have a tendency maybe to all of a sudden you start to lose your balance because we've taken it for granted. And just like when you learn to walk, when you've noticed a toddler going from crawling, will crawl and then find a chair or a table and gets up. And then you can see them doing this, What are they doing? Well, they're trying to what are these feet? How they, where's my weight and how do I get a good balance? And then obviously, after they get it, now there's a few stumbles and things like that. We don't want to do that now. You want to be following. But they learn what they're learning is the balance of, do we have approximately 70% of our weight on our heel, okay? If we can have 70% approximately, now for you analytical, it's just a reference point, but 70% of your weight on your heel, okay? And about 30% on the ball of your foot. So I'll be referring to the ball of your foot and the heel, okay? So we want to do an exercise called Wu Ji, W-U-J-I, or Awakening the Bubbling Well. Okay, we're working with Qi. What is Qi? Qi is electromagnetic energy, and we pull that up from the earth. And when we learn and open up the channels, it brings up the Qi or the energy, electromagnetic energy, up through the bottom of our feet, comes up through the body, travels through the meridians or the organs, okay, and then comes around and then comes out here, okay, here in the center of the hand. So as you're doing Tai Chi, the energy comes up through the body, through the bottom of the feet, up, out through the hand, back down in, and all that. So you start forming, this Qi forms a bubble, okay? And that's the process. So as you're doing Tai Chi, it comes up through the body, and as it goes through the body, it does things, it'll flow through the joints of the body, or the bones, the bone joints, okay? So that's why it's good for Tai Chi. I mean, good for arthritis, as among other things. And we want to lubricate the bones, okay? We want to lubricate. And it's, we have a bunch of fluids in our body. We're all, like, I think 83% fluid. So, but we have one fluid that its purpose is to lubricate the joints. It's called synovial fluids, okay? So the formula for Tai Chi, where the mind goes, the Qi goes. Where the Qi goes, the fluids go, okay? It's not just blood, okay? It's all of your fluids, okay? So that's why it's good, because we're working with all the fluids, and we're over 80% fluids, not just water. And so as the Qi, or the energy comes up, it picks up the fluids and helps carry it through the bones and the body, okay? And therefore helping to lubricate some of the areas that may be lacking in fluids. Just like your car, you know, when you get high mileage, you have to change the type of oil you get for high mileage, you know, synthetic oil. You know, that's because why? Because it's, you know, because it needs it, all right? So look at your body just like you would your car, okay? So the car needs to breathe. We don't think about it, but that's what the filter is all about, okay? So we're just like, look at this as a vehicle. The body is a vehicle, just like your car. You might even be taking better care of your car than you are your body right now. So, so that's what we want to do. And the balance, you know, you want the wheels to be balanced, otherwise what? Shakes, right, okay? So we have shock absorbers. What are those? Okay, well, that's like our knees, okay? Our knee and our legs. That's our shock absorbers. So you never want to lock your knees in Tai Chi. Do not lock your knees, okay? And we probably learned through life, if you were in marching band, military, or weddings, you know, and all of a sudden somebody, you know, passes out, that's because they locked their knees, you know? And in parade, boom, they fall over. So do not lock the knees. So always keep your knees soft. Now, they're not bent. That puts too much stress here, okay? But just soft. And I know these are loose pants, and you can't really see what my knees are doing, but they're soft, just slightly. Just don't lock the knees. Keep them soft, all right, at all times, all right? Okay, so now we want to do Wu Ji. So as we inhale, we're slightly going to the ball of the foot. And then as we exhale, we go back to the heel and sink. Inhale, exhale. Okay. You notice I'm not leaning. I don't mean you don't want to be doing this. We do enough of that. That's why people are falling. So we want to inhale, shift your weight to the ball of the foot, exhale to the heel. Inhale, exhale. I'm giving you a side view so you can see that I'm not doing this. Okay? Back is straight in Tai Chi. Keep your back straight. Head level. Pretend you got a book on your head all the time when you do Tai Chi. You want that head, you know, like you're carrying like you have a book on your head. You don't want to drop that book. Keep it back straight. So now you start with 70% of your heel. And go to the ball of foot. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to the ball of foot, exhale. Now, you may find yourself, either moving faster than your breathing or breathing faster than your movement. But that's all part of the learning process. You're reprogramming and doing mindful exercises, mindful movement. In the past, we just took our movement for granted. We're not even thinking about anything, other than just, I got to get there or whatever. We're always in a hurry. Okay? Exhale. So go towards the front, ball foot. Okay, that's called Wu Ji, or awakening the bubbling well. Like I said, the Qi comes up through the bottom of the feet. And the bottom of our feet, that's where it starts, all right? So you're doing two things there. Wu Ji helps you in getting balance, okay? And what are we doing? Breathing in and out through the nose. Coordinating our breathing with our movement. You put your tongue at the top of your mouth and your mouth is closed. Again, if you have some breathing issues, don't put yourself into a panic breath. And in Tai Chi, the slower, the better. Okay? The slower, the better. Complete opposite what we were taught in life, right? I haven't in my, I don't remember any boss that said, hey, you might want to slow down. No, it's always that, and that's why we get in trouble now, because we're always what? We're always in a hurry, there. As my daughter would say, chill. You need to chill, okay? And you want to. So when you walk, heel, ball the foot. 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 Heel, toe. Heel, toe. Okay? So, but you can see it. We've been in a habit of leaning, okay? Back straight, instead of putting toe down, heel. Heel, okay? And in Tai Chi, you'll see a lot of the teachings. Never raise your heel. Never pick up the heel. Never pick up the heel when you're doing Tai Chi. When you pivot, stay on the heel. And we'll get that. You'll notice that as we do the different movements. So those are some basics. Okay. We're going to do the warm-up exercises. You don't want to do Tai Chi without warming up first. Just like a runner, stretch. You got to let the body know, hey, we're going to do some exercise. We're going to do these. So these are well thought out. These exercises are from the Dr. Lam, Lam, okay, from the Tai Chi for Arthritis. They're backed by the Arthritis Foundation and all that. So these exercises are designed to loosen the joints, all right, to lubricate the joints, not necessarily the muscles, okay? That's what's different. It's mindful. The joints, okay? If the joints are strong, then the muscles naturally become stronger, okay? So we want to get those fluids in there. But if we're just, so let's do the first exercise, which we just did with the Wu Ji, all right? Inhale, here. So we just kind of let the body know in the bottom of the feet. Okay. Now this takes time, okay, but not that much time. It takes time to get used to it. We're human beings. We're creatures of habit. There's things you do every day. First thing in the morning, you do every morning. It's habit. You want to get this in your routine. These exercises, if you're doing without my yakking, should only take you about 10 minutes. okay? But that starts the day. So when you get out of bed and your feet hit the floor, before you do anything, you want to just say hello to your feet. So be mindful, your feet, okay? And start with the heel, okay, 70%, and then just kind of go to the ball of the foot, and back to the heel. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Do that before you do anything. Makes you connected to the earth and the floor. All right? All right? So that's the first thing you want to do. All right? Then you can go do your business and whatever and all that too. You can even brush your teeth and ball of the foot, back to the heel, just kind of there. But remember not to lean. Keep your back straight. Pretend you have a book on your head. And this is going to help your posture. When you have approximately 70% of your weight on your heel, your back is straight and head's level, your spine's in alignment, okay? And what will happen is that your body muscle memory will be that way eventually, okay? But you have to, old habits. This is an old habit right here, old habit. Leaning, neck down, okay? So keep that back, keep it head level, all right? And your challenge, for those of you who have cell phones, that'd be everybody, just about, sorry, or laptops, or iPads, whatever. You've seen this, you see this, right? See this angle? That's common. That's real common. Well, what you're doing there is you're putting extra 50 pounds of pressure in the lower back. So let your eyes come down. So make sure this cell phone, and it's a challenge because you find yourself going like this, You're not helping this down here. So if you can at least correct yourself, so head's level and let your eyes follow the phone. Okay? And again, get into the habit. Okay? All right. But how many times have you seen this? Even walking. So now their head leaning, and our head weighs about 7-8 pounds. So when we do this, it's affecting our balance. We come top heavy. Okay? So now my brother thinks my head weighs a lot more, but we know that's another story. So anyway, so just things to be mindful of, okay? Be mindful, all right? Especially if you have balance issues, breathing issues, okay? This is how you get your vehicle in good shape. All right, so Wu Ji, you did that, all right. So now we're gonna do all the different joints. We're gonna start with the neck, and then we'll go with the shoulders, and then the hips, and the knees, and the ankles, okay? Those are all areas, those are our joints, okay? All right, so the first one, I want you to lift this for the neck, lift this up to about heart level, okay? And then lower your elbows, then push your chin back, and then let your eyes follow your hands. Okay? Now, did you remember to breathe? Nope. Okay, so let's put breathing in there. Okay? I'm going to give you a side view. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push your chin back, and exhale through the nose. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push your chin back. Exhale, let your eyes follow your hands. Okay. Now, this time, I want you to pretend you're a marionette puppet. Okay? Marionette puppet's got strings. Okay? All right, so you're a marionette puppet. All right? So you're not doing it. Something here is pulling it up. So, master puppeteer, strings pulling it up. Okay? So, let's try that. Okay? So as you inhale, something here is pulling. Just imagine you're a puppet, something, strings pulling up. Inhale. Okay, now you're still a puppet. Now here, locate your elbows, and all you want to do is lower your elbows. So you're not really pulling like you did before. Lower your elbows, and all of a sudden, your hands just come towards you. Push your chin back gently, and then exhale down. Marionette puppet. The reason is to keep your shoulders down. Exhale, lower your elbows. Push your chin back. Exhale down. Okay? So, if we do that with the strings, our shoulders can stay relaxed. Okay? But if we start, pulling them up like that, then all of a sudden our shoulders will have a tendency to go, and we don't want that. We want the shoulders to be relaxed. Relaxed. And again, if you sit in front of the computer and stuff like that, here I'm going to type. Yep. And they stay that way, Tap, tap, tap. They stay that way. They're not really relaxed. And it took me, when I first started, my first Tai Chi, he says, relax your shoulders. And I had an 8 to 5 job in front of the computer. He says, relax your shoulders. I said, okay, and this is me. Relax your shoulders. And he started to get a little, he thought I was ignoring him, and he said, relax your shoulders, I am. And then, so he came over, put his hands on my shoulders, and laid them down. I went, oh my gosh. I thought my shoulders were relaxed, and they stayed that way. Well, if you do that for 8 hours a day, they're going to stay that way. So your goal is to make sure those shoulders relax. Get them down. And they will, if you're mindful, okay, they'll eventually stay down, okay? Just takes a while to get a habit. I don't know how many days to break a habit. You've heard of all that too. So when to create a habit and when to break a habit. I don't know how many times you have to do that. You guys can look that up. So routine. The body will do that, okay? Okay, that was one for the neck. Here's another one for the neck. Okay, so raise your hands up about heart level. Okay. Lower one hand. I'm lowering my left, and I'm looking at my right. Okay. So raise up my heart. Look at my right hand. So I'm looking at my right hand, okay? So as I turn my head only, inhale, follow my hand. Inhale, and then exhale to the center. Now, you might have a tendency to turn it to waist. We're loosening up the neck. So tell your weight, no, we're not ready to turn. So, you may want to do this. You'll start to do that. You don't want to do that right now. You want to loosen up the neck. Neck only, okay? Neck. So keep the weight. Don't turn, just turn the neck only. Inhale, exhale. Follow the hand, okay? Then bring next one up. Let the hands pass each other. Now you're looking at your left. And then inhale, turn your head only. Exhale to the center. Okay? Okay. Bring the right up. Look at the right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hand up on the outside. Inhale, turn your head. Then exhale to the center. Bring the outside. Inhale. Exhale. Now, so in Tai Chi, the hands don't take a break. So if they're not working, they're on standby. So this one I'm working with, notice this one is here. It's not relaxed, it's not taking a break. It's here, it's facing. What are we doing? Chi, okay? Okay? Comes up through here, comes up through, okay? All right, so if one's not working, it's on standby, okay? And in Tai Chi, the hands usually face each other, okay? And you'll find that as we go along. Hands usually face each other, you know. Okay? All right. Okay, those are 2 for the neck. Do each one 3 times. That's all you have to do. 3 times each, okay? Okay? That was for the neck. Now the shoulders, okay? We're going to roll the shoulders, but not like you normally do. You see a lot of exercises, you've done it in school, all that. Usually that roll shoulders, we're doing this, right? Okay, doing that, you know, and that. We're going to do it different. We're going to focus on what they call the AC joint. That's where the arm comes in there and comes up and connected there. So the goal is to small circle. So have your feet shoulder width, 70% of your weight on the heel, okay? Take your shoulders up, inhale, small circle, and then sink, soften the knees. Inhale, soft. Don't go clear down there. That's way too much stress on the legs. So just enough, soften the knees. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, exhale down, okay? And roll the shoulders forward. Still keep that 70% on your heel. So you may find yourself shoulders pulling you this way. You're going to have to say, no, get back. Stay on that heel. Be mindful of your feet, the bottom of your feet, heel, 70% approximately. And then down. It's called sink in Tai Chi. Most styles start this way. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. And the slower, the better, okay? So think of this as a old locomotive, okay? The wheel of a locomotive, and this is the arm of the locomotive. Chugga, 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 okay? And it rules that, and it kind of circulates. So that's a mindful exercise. It really gets the fluids in to the AC joint. You know, we're not worried so much about the muscles and all that. We're getting the AC joint, so it's a direct. Really helps get that. You know, so if you have shoulder issues, do a lot of this. You don't have to just do just 3. If your body and you start feeling, man, that feels good. Well, do it. Do a bazillion of them. I don't know if there's that many, but do them. Listen to your body. And there'll be parts that you can say, oh, I just love this. Well, do it. Be kind to your body. Be kind to your vehicle, okay? You said, I feel so good, you know? Well, that's because you're starting to get the fluids up through the joints. Okay. Second one for the shoulders is called bringing in the chi. So you just take your hands and out like this. Inhale. Eye level. Then exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Inhale. Notice my shoulders are relaxed. Okay. So we're not doing this. So if they are, you're going to have to tell your shoulders, no, come down. And you only go up about eye level, and then exhale. And what are you doing? You're breathing also. Inhale, exhale. Okay? So we're doing a lot of what they call Qigong breathing during the whole exercise. When you do this and start doing that routine, you're going to learn your breathing, and you'll find yourself just automatically, keep your mouth shut. And some people will like that. I don't know. But for me, it's, so inhale, exhale. Okay? And I notice with the mask, that we wear the mask, it kind of forces you to breathe in and out through the nose. That's why it's so much difficulty, because it's just something different. But if we bring it in out through the mouth, the mask is going to, go back in the mouth there. So actually, you're better off inhale, exhale. It's easier in the mask if you breathe in and out through the nose. Okay? All right. It's 2 for the shoulders. Okay. The next one is the spine. Okay. We're going to stretch the spine. That sounds harsh, but we're gently doing that. Okay. So I'm going to hold the ball. Okay. Doesn't matter, left over right, if you like that one, right over left. Okay, whatever's on top. Okay, so the bottom hand, inhale as you bring this up, and inhale, exhale. Inhale, like you're touching the ceiling. Exhale. Just let it gently drop. You're not forcing it, okay? Just let it come back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And if you're mindful, you can almost feel the spine stretching, okay? Stretching. And usually you'll feel it probably right here where our spine is closest to the surface, okay? So, second one for the spine is twist, hold the Tai Chi ball, or twisting, twist it. We're going to twist the spine, okay? All right, this time, you want to put your right on top. I should use my visual aids here. One of my students, she got these and she said, would you do this so I know what your right hand is doing? So, nothing wrong with my wrist. This is my right, okay. So that would do that. A little late in doing that, but okay. It helped her, right from the left. Okay, so all right hand. So, all right. Okay, so, right hand on top. We're in front of the breathing apparatus. We call this a dantian. This pumps the qi. Heart pumps the blood. This pumps the qi together. Beautiful harmony. Okay, here. All right. So now your weight, 70%. Your weight on your heel. All right. Remember now, you're not. Don't do this. You may overcompensate. No, just keep your back straight and just kind of get accustomed to that. Kind of like sitting on a stool, or sitting on a horse, sitting on a saddle, sitting on a horse. Now, or a little stool, okay? Soft. Okay, right hand. Okay. Okay, so you got 45-degree angles. All right. So right now you're facing noon. Then you go to 1, 11. Okay. So here we go. So turn the waist only. Turn. Okay, stop about 45. You're not going past your hip. You're going here, you're causing stress here. So here, stay within your hips. Okay. Then exhale the other way. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And try not to look at it. But a neat thing is, go ahead and look at the ball and do that. Okay? And then eyes straight ahead. And notice what happens. If you do that, all of a sudden your attention goes where? Right here. The sacrum. Okay? The area. And that's what you want. You want your attention to go there. Because where the mind goes, the chi goes. Where the chi goes, the fluids go. We have spinal fluids. They have their own spine fluids. Okay? Okay? And if you find yourself doing this, okay, sit in a chair. Okay? Sit in a chair, and I'll keep your hips. I'll keep your chair. Keep your hips stationary. So you're turning on to waist only. Okay? Okay. So if you're sitting in a chair. All right. So that's for the hips. For the spine. Now the hips. All right? Okay? So I'll show you the front view here. This is like stabilizer. So heel, out, right heel. Okay. Step back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay? All right? To the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now I'll just show you from the back. Okay, we'll do it with the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's do the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay? All right? It's one for the hip. Okay? Another one's called push the wall. It's kind of odd, and I'll do the best I can to kind of show you in all angles. So first thing you think of is push the wall. You mean like this? That's what we first think. No. They want us to push the wall like this. Okay? Like that. Okay? Because we're addressing the hip, and it puts that in position. All right? So, I'm going to show you this view. So I'm taking my right. So my right hand. Okay? My heel. You notice my heel up. So I lower my heel, kind of like sitting down and push. Put my left out. And as I lower my heel, push. It's kind of sitting down. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Okay? Show you from this. It's kind of like you can envision the heel, exhale. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, push the wall, okay? Right? These are very good for the hip, all right? Now the knees, okay? Knees, all right? This is also in Tai Chi walking, like I explained a little earlier. You want to get used to heel first. Heel, ball of the foot, heel, ball of the foot, and as opposed to that, okay? All right. So we have what we call eggshell fist, right? So we don't want to clench it. Why? Because then circulation won't go through, okay? So, eggshell fist, like holding eggshells, okay? Okay. Shift your weight on your left. Take your right heel, ball of the foot, shift your weight forward, then back. Shift your weight on the right and left heel. Ball of the foot. Okay. All right, now I'll show you side view. Heel. Ball of the foot. Shift your weight forward. Now be careful and don't be leaning. The only thing you do not do in Tai Chi, do not let that knee go past the toe. Too much stress, okay? Make sure that knee, so if you're leaning, you're going to go past that nose. So keep your back straight, okay? Heel, ball of the foot, then shift your weight, then shift your weight back, bring it back. Heel, ball of the foot. Okay, so in Tai Chi, you want to avoid looking down, all right? So how in the world do I know that my knee is not going past my toe? Okay? Focus on the ball of your foot, the ball of your foot. When you can't, so as you shift your weight and you can't push down on the ball of the foot, stop. And you'll see that your knee is safe. So you don't even have to look, you feel it, okay? So heel, ball of the foot, shift your weight. When you can't push down anymore on the floor, you can't push down on that ball of the foot, you're safe. So it's a matter of feeling. This is so important, especially in balance. Weight distribution, okay? Okay, now we're going to add arm movement or a punch, okay? Not a karate punch, gentle, gentle. So, opposite hand, opposite foot. So the right heel, punch, turn, back. Heel, ball of foot, turn, back. I'm going to show you this way. Okay? So if my right comes out, opposite hand, left hand, down, turn, shift your weight back. Watch out for that back heel. Make sure that heel, you'll have a tendency to go like that. Keep the heels stay on the ground. Don't lift those heels. Okay? If they lift, then you're probably leaning. So keep your back straight and you should be okay. Okay? So straight forward, turn, come back. Turn back. Don't forget to breathe. So inhale, exhale. Mindful breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay? For the knee. Second one for the knee. Okay? I want you to be very careful if you have balance issues, be careful on this, all right? And you can use a chair for stability. This exercise is not only good for the knee, but it's also good for balance, okay? All right, so shift your weight on your left, okay? Pick up your right and tap the ball of your foot. Shift your weight on the right. Make sure all your weight's on the right before you take out and tap, okay? Now, you may find, especially if you have balance issues, you may find yourself doing this. Well, that's telling you where you're at, you know. So what you have to do is discipline your body and say, get back, okay, and get up to that toe. Your goal is here. So it's like you're, you know, you're ready to go into the pool or the lake, and you're testing. Test the water. You know, if it's cold, you're not going to do that. You put the toe in to see how cold it, you know, see what the temperature is, you know. So it's kind of like that. So most of your weight's on the back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, if you have, you know, and you find yourself in difficulty here, you can do this. Steady. Okay. Okay. These are like training wheels, okay? Stability, we understand. Who wants to fall, you know? Okay, here. Okay. Eventually, so when you feel, listen to your body, when you feel good, when you feel like you got your balance there, you can let go. Boom. But it's always there in case, you know, in case you have a whoa, you know, you got that, okay? Same goes with the right or with the other. Here, test the water. You want that, so you want your programming to give your body that, what it feels, you know, to strengthen. Again, it's good for the knee too and the balance. That, so you have 70%, or have that, or more than 70%, having that balance, giving that experience. Okay? Now, if for some of you out there that have been doing it for a while and you feel pretty good, no kidding, the goal eventually is to kick in the air. Now, you don't have to be Bruce Lee, okay, or Jackie Chan, or whoever your favorite is. This is where your goal. Okay. Now, your plant foot, you want it to be like a 45-degree angle. Okay? Guess who taught us that? The crane. Okay, we'll give the penguin we'll give the penguin some credit too, but it's actually the crane. So, your balance, you want to get in the habit of having your feet at an angle. Okay? You don't want to be like this, because if you lift, you know, whoa, tightrope. It's difficult. Take that foot, make angle, about a 45, okay? And you go, oh my goodness. Okay? Crane. 45-degree angle. Okay? Like I said, you don't have to go, you know, you don't have to be Bruce Lee, but I saw this in the movie once, you know, if anybody's seen that. Crane. That's where that crane comes from. See, 45-degree angle. You know? Or, see the penguin. You know, the poor guy, nature's giving him that. If he didn't have that 45-degree angle, it'd be like this. He'd be on his belly all the time, you know? So, penguins are cute, so we do that. But just keep that in mind. Be a penguin. Okay? 45-degree angle. Okay? So when you step, and so what you're doing is programming, okay, so that as you out there, out in the world, you know, grocery store, how many times have you been startled? You know, coming around the aisle, especially somebody else coming there. You know, there's the aisle, and there, and then, you know. So what you're going to do is program. So by doing this, it helps your balance. Get that program in there, so you're not even thinking. This is familiar. Boom, it'll kick into that program. It's called Zen, you know, where you're not even thinking. It just takes over. And that's what you're doing. You're programming muscle memory. Muscle memory will kick in, startled. Many times in the store, many times. Somebody just, with a cart too. And there, and I'll find, boom. You know? And I say, thank you, Tai Chi. Thank you, balance. Okay? So, so that's what's good for that. But like I said, don't end up, stay within your comfort zone. Okay? Stay within your comfort zone. Just get that and listen, get that program there. So you find yourself, but make sure you're not leaning, okay? You know, your goal is to only tap the ball of your foot. That's your goal. And then your next goal is to kick in air. Be able to kick in the air and feel good, like that. You don't have to be up there, just that. 45, it programs, and your body will do it. You just have to teach, you know, you have, you know, control of that, the mind, all right? Okay, so, all right, those are the knees, all right? So then, for the ankles, okay? It's called tapping, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Okay? Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Okay? And don't skip this. It starts there, right? We're humans. Comes up in the feet, the ankles, very important. So just because we did, you know, get some synovial fluids up here, doesn't mean the ankles got it yet. So give them the same amount of time as you do your spine, your hips, ankles, neck, okay? That's, it's important. Tapping, heel, toe. Okay, the second one for the ankles is tapping. So it's little toe, big toe, little toe, big toe, little toe, big toe, okay? Now some of you, myself included when I first started out in doing this exercise, I never did it. And then it started becoming the, you know, this is what you did. And I was stiff, you know, for a while. And after a while now, and it just loosens up, you know. So don't worry about it, but make sure you're not putting weight on it while you're doing it. Get back, you know, lighten as much as you can, and just, doesn't take much, but it's mindful. And you want to make sure you get that ankle, okay? And you say, well, that stuff is simple. Sometimes the most simple is the most profound. We got to get away from, you know, in the past, you know, all of you, you know, there's sometimes like, if you all back in high school or whatever, phys ed, it was always, you know, if I didn't feel exhausted, then it wasn't a good workout. That's not in Tai Chi. We're working with Chi. We're doing the internal parts of the body, okay? You don't have to get, to build up your system, okay? You don't have to. That's why the slower, the better. And say a lot of people, they can't do it and don't want to do it. It's too slow for them. That's a kind of a catch. But I can't sleep at night. You know, so it's a tough thing. But start with your breathing. Go with your breathing. Okay. Oh, so I'm covering angles. That's everything, right? No. What about these babies? You know. So this is the last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. And like I said, these exercises, do them at least 3 times each. The whole thing will be 10 minutes without the yakking. But this is just as important as the form itself, okay, as the Tai Chi. It is Tai Chi. We're doing Qigong breathing, mindful exercise on there, directing, and we're telling our mind, we're saying send the electromagnetic energy to these parts of the body. Get them open, okay? And it'll eventually open those channels, and you'll just start feeling, as my daughter would say, you get all cheed up, you know, so you'll feel good. And so mind, body, and spirit, that, you know, when they're all together like that, and we're being challenged. We're being challenged. You know, geez, we're at home and, you know, all of a sudden, change, you know. So be careful. Learn to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Okay? And just one or all of these in exercises, you're doing something. So important that you do this. So it's recommended. They say, well, how long before I start feeling the benefits of the time? Well, it depends on you. You know, once a week, that, you know, it's going to take a while, you know. But if you can do 30 minutes a day or whatever, or tune into this, you know, a day and do it. Just do those exercises, even if you don't have time to do the form or whatever. Do these exercises. Start breathing. Just do breathing. Okay? Okay. All right. So those are the exercises. So important. So we'll always, you always want to warm up before you do Tai Chi. Okay? All right.